and welcome everyone. My name is Fleur. This is my studio from home. I welcome you to this Pilates session. We're going to start standing. So bring your feet together. Sorry, not together. Bring them underneath your hips so that they're apart. Toes facing forward. And just feel into your body. Start to let the shoulders relax. Arms are hanging by your side. And lengthen first of all through the back of your head. The neck. Draw your chin slightly in. And just feel how it is to stand. You might feel a little wobbly. And then breathe in, reach your arms up to the sky. And bring the hands onto your head. Just let the shoulders soften and then reaching the crown of the head up into your hands as if you're trying to grow a little taller. Breathe and lengthen up through the head. And then keeping the hands there, just start to lift your chest a little bit. As if you're stretching up the heart and exhaling, coming back. And then again, lifting up through the chest and coming back. 2 more, lifting up through the chest. Just feeling that little rise in the heart and coming back. Breathing in, lift up through the chest. And coming back. And from here, leaning over to the side, lift up one elbow, keep the shape of your arms, and then coming back up to center. Other side, leaning over to the side, lift the elbow, and coming back to center. As you breathe in, lift up the elbow, and on your exhale, draw yourself back up. Keeping the shoulders and the arms in the same position. That's it. And coming back up. Keep the shoulders down, roll them down the back, lift up the elbow. Good, that's it. And back up. One more, breathing in. Be aware of your shoulders, draw them down the back. Let's roll slightly down. Draw your chin to the chest, bring your hands just slightly behind your head, and then roll yourself back up. And that's it. Hands behind your head, draw the chin to the chest as if you're looking towards the belly button, and then coming back up. And 2 more. So we're only going in the upper body at the moment. Notice if there's any stiffness. The pelvis stays the same. 1 more, rolling forward on your exhale. And on your inhale, coming back up. Let's try and do a half circle. Breathing in, lift up your chest. And on your exhale, go to one side. Inhale, come back, rolling over the back, lift the chest up. On your exhale, go the other way. And 2 more. Inhaling, reach the heart up. On your exhale, go to the side. Inhaling, reaching the heart up. Exhale to the other side. Let's do the same forward. So chin to chest, rolling forward. And on your inhale, open to the side. Keep the hips steady, so it's only small movement in the upper body. Exhaling, head forward. Inhaling, elbow up. Exhaling, imagine you're breathing into the sides of the ribs. As you rotate, don't go too low just yet. And last one, coming forward. And then rolling yourself back up. One down. And then from here, let's do a full circle. So turning to your right. And then rotate all the way forward. Pull the belly in. Over to the other side. And then lift the chest up. And come back to the circle. Lift the heart up. Let's go the other way. Elbow up. And then rolling forward this time. All the way over the back. Lift the chest. Sideways. And then coming back up. 1 more time. Breathing in. Over to your left this time. Keep the shoulders rolling down the spine. Roll forward or back. All the way up. And the heart lifts to the ceiling. Coming back to the side. And back up. Let's go the other way. Over to the right. Reach backwards. And sideways. And forwards. Back to the side. And come back up. Well done. Release the arms out to the side. Let's do some arm circles. Breathing in, arms out to the side and up. Stretching high, exhale. Breathe the arms back down. And again, breathing in, think of lengthening through the fingertips and arms out to the side as you breathe out. 2 more. Breathing in, reach. As you lift, keep the arms nice and long and down. And 1 more. Breathing in, reach the arms out to the side and up. And then back down. Forward and back, bringing the palms facing backwards. Lift up one arm and then switch them at the front. Try and stretch the arm backwards, breathing in to switch. Exhale, lift and lengthen. And again, feeling the stretch in the arm. The upper one might want to bend, so try and keep it nice and straight and reach upwards, but without twisting your body. So you want to keep the torso just as it is, working your arms. That's it, Amy. Good. Nice work. And let's add some legs. So bring up your right arm, I think this is your left, and then bend your opposite leg. And then let's start walking in the space. So a little challenge for the balance. And walk. Switching the arms as you switch the legs. Coming high onto your tiptoes. And switch. If you want, you can speed it up a little bit. Switch. And switch. And switch. Try to push high onto the balls of the feet. Good. That's it. Switch. And switch. Last 4. 4. And 3. And 2. Keep the core engaged. And 1. And then bring the arms back down. Bring the hands onto your hips. For the legs, let's come to a little bit of circling through the legs. We're going to start with bringing the leg forward. Point the foot. So your right leg is forward. Here you go. Find the balance. And then circling the legs. Nice and slow circles. Across your body, out to the side and down. And 2. Down. 3. 4. Change direction. 1. 2. Good. 3. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. 4. Bring the knee up to the chest. Set it down. Other side. Left leg lengthens forward. Point the toes. Here we go. 1. 2. My hip just clicked. And again. 3. That sometimes happens. It's happening today. 4. If you can hear it. Other way around. 1. 2. You can make the circles a little smaller if you like. 3. 4. Very concentrated faces. Bring the knee up to the chest and step it down. To the side. Bring the leg out to the side. And again, circling. Draw the leg back. 1. And forward. 2. Let's adjust where the floor is. 3. 4. Other way around. And if you're lifting something over something. 1. And 2. Keep the leg nice and straight. 3. 4. Well done. Bring the leg down. Shift your weight over to that leg. Lengthen the other side away. Here we go. And 1. 2. Draw in through the navel. Try and keep the torso very steady so it doesn't rock backwards and forwards. 3. 4. Other way around. And 1. And 2. Oops, lost my balance there. And 3. Relax your shoulders. And 4. Good. Bring the leg back in. Let's come to cycling. So from here, we're going to bring the knee up, the right leg or left, we're both going forward. And as if we're cycling, we're going to start pointing the foot forward, flexing the foot back, kicking the heel back, bending the knee into the chest, forward, flex the foot. 4 more. Bend. 1. And 2. And belly in. 3. And 4. Reverse. Bend your knee in. kicking back, and then kick forward. 1, point the foot, squeeze it back, flex the foot. 2, point the foot, kick it back. 3, bend the knee, kick it back, kick forward. 4, knee bends in, step it down. Other side, lift up your leg, and then kick the foot forward, flex the foot, heel reaches back, bend the foot. 1, and squeeze it in. 2, and 3, and have a drink. 4, reverse, kicking forward. 1, point the foot, squeeze it back, kick forward. 2, point the foot, reach back, kick the heel back. 2, and keep breathing. 3, and 4. Bend the knee, step the foot back down, shake out your legs. Coming to sliding as if we're skating. Just stand on one side, bending your knee slightly, and then slide one leg out to the side, bend the knees. Slide, slide, lift, and step the foot back in. Bend your knees, slide the leg out to the side, step to the side, slide, and bring the leg back in, and stand. Bend your knees, slide the leg out to the side, step, bend the knees, transfer the weight, slide the foot back in, stand, bend your knees, slide the leg out to the side, transfer the weight, feel the weight in your legs, slide the leg back in, and stand. You can do it a little faster if you like. Slide, and stand, and slide. Go a little further back with your hips, and stand. 2 more. Slide over to the side, and stand. And last one, and then hold it, slide over, and then hold it here, leg out to the side, and we're just going to start lifting the leg a little bit off the floor, and lower, and lift 2, and lower, and 3, and lower, and 4, and lower, and 5, and lower, and 6, bend the knee behind you, tap the toes on the floor, and little curtsies. 1, tap the belly in. 2, and relax the shoulders. 3, and 4, and 5, and feeling in the glutes. 6, standing back tall, step in, other side, just 1 more, slide out to the side, bending the knee, drawing the hips slightly back, leg is out to the side, little lift. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and small movements. 5, and 6. Cross the leg behind you, toes are on the floor, little pulses. 6, and 5, belly in, and 4, tailbone reaching towards the heels. 3, 2, and 1. Standing tall, and then shake out the legs again. Well done. Good. From here, let's come to a little roll down, so you can come to the end of your mat. Have the feet hip width apart, arms by your side. Taking a breath in, on your exhale, draw your chin to chest. Start to slide the chin forward, hips back, chin forward, chin down towards the chest. Let your head be soft and reach your arms down. If this is difficult or it feels like you're not comfortable, you can just come halfway and just do a cat-cow curl. So it gives the option. Once you're down, hold your elbows and give yourself a gentle shake side to side. Feel the hamstrings at the back of the body, the lower back, and then taking a breath in, release the arms and roll yourself back up, pressing into your heels. Good, let the arms hang, let them be soft. Good. And again, breathing in 2 more, chin to chest, roll down. Nice and slowly. Draw the hips back, try to keep the tailbone pointing down to the heels so you feel that the space between the vertebra and the lower back stretches well. Once you're down, you can hold your elbows or let the upper body just hang forward, a little rock side to side. And then again, pressing into the feet, breathing in, and roll yourself up. And one more time, release the shoulders, and then chin to chest, rolling down. Pull in the navel. Feel that the spine is opening up at the back. I always feel it in my lower back. It's like, oh, this is quite nice actually when I try to tap the tongue just a little. And then release. And then give your head maybe also a little gentle shake, left and right, so a little nose. Maybe feeling the weight of the head hanging on your neck. Now you can do a little yes, so rocking backwards and forwards. Check if there's any tension. And then from here, let's start to walk the hands forwards. Bring them forward into a plank position. Open the heart forward. Tuck the toes, draw the navel in. And then bring your knees down towards the floor. And let's sit on one side. And then bring the legs out in front of you. Yeah, now down the floor. Got nice stuffy on the floor. So let's come onto the floor. Lie on your back. And we're just going to start gently with supine pelvic tilts. Nice and classic. Bring the feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Your arms can be by the side. I'm moving them a little bit further away so you can see you better. There we go. You know what's coming. So start to breathe in. And on your exhale, imagine that the gap underneath your lower back wants to close, so you lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. On your inhale, you're coming back, a little gap happens underneath the back. Exhale, your pelvis tilts, the gap closes, your belly button draws down towards the spine. Inhaling, in, lifting, and exhaling, tilting. Breathing in to lift, finding the neutral position. On your exhale, you close the gap. And then you're working your core, so as you inhale, start to feel the core muscles, and as you exhale, pull your navel down to the spine, so your lower abdominals are activated. And again, breathing in. Each time you do a repetition, think of feeling those lower core muscles a little bit more. Breathing in, tilting, keep the shoulders and neck relaxed. Exhaling, belly draws towards the spine. Think of trying to push the heels a little into the floor. 2 more, inhaling, tilting, and exhaling, drawing in. And last one, and exhaling, tilting. And then from here, just bend one knee and then bend the other into tabletop. So knees are over your hips, arms are by your side. And just hold there for a moment, feeling the core muscles. They're still engaging. The lower gap is still slightly, the lower back is still slightly off, so you're not pressing down too much just yet. So in a neutral position of your back. And just feel what effort you need here to hold this. And then from here, just starting with little sways side to side. So nice and slowly over to one side, keeping the shoulders down on the floor. It helps you can reach your arms out to the side or up. Point your toes and make the toes active. That's it. Good. And little sways. Make them slow. So inhaling over to one side, the opposite hip lifts. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhaling to the other side. Keep the feet together so that you squeeze the knees together. That's it. And over to the other side. Pull the belly in as you bring the knees back to center. One more round, knees over to the side and back to center. Breathing in. You don't have to go very low, you have to keep the shoulders down. And back to center. Let's add the arms. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling, keeping the shoulder blades down the floor. Now it's a little bit harder. So again, as you tilt your knees, the opposite shoulder wants to come up. So you have to control it. Maybe even making the movement a little bit smaller. Breathing in to the side. Keep the opposite shoulder heavy. Exhaling, bring the knees back to center. And again, breathing in to the side. Control it with the arms. And the midline. Exhale back to center. Last round. Think of the shoulder blades heavy on the floor. Your knees light. Rolling back to center. And again, over to one side. And then back to center. Well done. Bring the knees back into your chest. Give them a little hug. And then circle the knees out to the side and back in. You can do it together. You can just open the knees wide and then bring the knees back in. And then change direction. And then from here, just slide one leg and then the other leg away from you. So you're lying stretched out with the legs, arms by the side again. And we're going to start lifting one leg at a time. Engaging the core, start to lift the right leg up. And then bend the knee and slide the leg slowly away from you. Other side, lift up the leg. Pushing the lower leg into the floor, bending the knee and slide the leg away from you. And again, breathing in. Exhale. Bending the knee, slide it away, and again lift up, bend the knee, and slide. Let's try straight legs on the descent as well. Lift the leg up, and slowly on your exhale, roll the leg down. In and lift the leg up, and exhale. Slowly lower the leg down, keeping the core engaged. And again, lifting up the leg, and exhaling. Slowly lower the leg down, and left leg lifted up. Exhale, slowly lower the leg down. Lift up the right leg, and then bend the left leg and bring both legs up. And then bring the hands next to your hips, lift them, and just place your hands under the hips for a moment. That's it, so you have a little lift here. And we're just going to start with zigzagging, scissoring the legs. Little movements, legs are zigzagging. What's the word? It's not zigzagging, it's scissoring, right? So think of scissor, and squeezing the legs together, squeeze the abdominals in, scissoring the legs for another 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Well done, bring the legs up to the center, up to the ceiling, and let's try lowering the legs just a little bit. So just pulling the belly in and lower the legs just a little bit away from you. If this is really difficult and you feel it in the lower back, just go very small. You can even mini bend the knees and just moving the knees forward and back so the core is engaged. So I don't want you to do sort of this where you're arching into your back, coming into sort of Matsyasana, fish pose in yoga, because we want to work the core. That's it. Lower to the point where you feel comfortable in the core. Nice and slowly, inhaling, lowering the legs. Hold for a moment, exhale, pull the legs back in as you squeeze them together. And again, inhaling, lowering, keeping your neck and shoulders heavy on the floor. Long neck, exhaling to lift. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling, lowering, belly pulls in. Well done, that's it. And squeeze them back up, good. And think of lifting them up a little slower. That's even harder. Slowly lift up, whoa. And then the next one, we're going to hold it at a point where you like. Yeah, let's hold it. So lower down. It could be up here, that's absolutely fine. It could be with your knees bent. Let's hold it for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze your glutes and 1. Lift the legs back up. Oh, well done. Bring the knees back into your chest. The lower back should feel nice and soft on the floor now. Release the hands and just hug your knees into your chest. And let's come to a nice, I really like this one, advanced leg circles. So from here we're going to stretch out our left leg, keeping the right leg bent. Bring your arms up so that you are like in a V shape. I'll go slightly sideways so you can see. I've got the wardrobe in the way as well. Never did. And so from here, so we're going to bend the right knee and then lift the leg up. On your exhale, bring the leg over towards the left leg. So you're crossing it over. Bring the leg down and then turn the knee and the foot out to the side and bring the leg all the way out to the side. Back up. Bend your knee and then slide it back down. Let's go to the other side. Lift up your left leg. Bend the knee and stretch the leg up to the ceiling. Roll the leg over towards your right. Keeping the opposite shoulder on the floor. Roll the leg all the way down. Out to the other side. That's why I don't have space. There's my wardrobe. And then bring it back up. Bend the knee. Slide it down. Keeping the core engaged. And again, bend the right knee. Lift the leg up. Cross the leg over. Lower back, lift a little, roll the leg down, out to the side, and lift up, bending the knee, slide the leg away, and again other side. We'll do one more round, each side once, rolling over, crossing over, shoulders heavy, find that nice long circle, bending the knee, pull the belly and slide the leg away. You can also lower this round straight leg if you want. Lift the leg up, cross it over, out to the side, all the way around, lifting up the leg and then maybe lower it with a straight leg if you like. And then you can also lift the other leg with a straight leg and then rolling over to the side, lower down, over to the other side. Oops, water. Lift up the leg and then lower back down. And then let's from here come to our single leg stretch. Draw the right knee into your chest, roll yourself up, lift up the left leg, and let's start a switch. Switching, and switching, and switching, and switching, breathing into switch, exhale to stretch. Another 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. I think we're ready for straight legs. Straighten the right leg and pull yourself a little bit up. And another round. We're going to go 6 times more. 6 and 5. Pull the leg towards you. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And because we like it so much, bend your right knee. Bring your hands behind your head and neck. Holding the head, lift up the chest, and we're twisting. Crisscrossing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Well done. And align your back. Whoo! Knees to your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Well done, everyone. And then bring the feet down towards the floor. Little bit of a bridge, stretch, arms by your side again. Tilt the tailbone towards your heels and roll your spine up. So your hips are in line with your knees and your chest and shoulders. Breathe in here, and on your exhale, slowly roll back down again, upper, middle, and lower back to the floor. Take a breath at the bottom. And again, breathing out, tilt the tailbone, lift up the hips. Inhaling at the top. And exhaling, rolling back down. We're going to add the arms, breathing in. On the exhale, tilt the hips, and then the arms. Come up as you breathe in, lift your arms up and over the head. Keep the arms nice and straight, reach the palms up to and away from you. They might not touch the floor, that's fine. And then rolling down the spine till the tailbones, especially that lower bit is tricky. Good, that's it. And then breathe in, lift the arms and roll them back down. Roll them, lower them down. And on your exhale, lift your hips. Inhaling, reaching your arms up and over. Ribs draw in, stretch the arms up, exhaling, rolling down the spine, pull the navel downwards, inhaling, your arms come down. One more round, exhaling, roll the hips up, inhaling, your arms reach up, and then hold it here for a moment, just stretch up and maybe lift the hips a little higher, pull the belly and feel your glutes engaged. active long stretch through the fingers. And let's lift the heels up. As you roll down, you have a little bit more height. Tilting the tailbone, stretching the arms up, and draw the ribs in, and then lower the arms next to your hips. Well done, girl. Bring the heels down, and then come to robot arms. So the arms are bent by your side. That's it. Bring the hands a little bit away from the face if you can. They might, again, not touch the floor. They might be here. That's absolutely fine. Open the arms a little bit wider. There we go. And let's just start with bringing the arms up. So the arms, the fingers point up to the ceiling. And then bringing them back up again. So palms facing up. And again, lifting the arms so that the fingers point up to the ceiling. Rotating from the shoulder. And palms face up again. Keep going, lifting the arms up so the fingers point to the ceiling, and then the arms point back. And one more time, lift them up, hold it here, and let's try the other way. So 4 times, rotating so the palms are facing down towards the floor. So I feel I have knobbly elbows, so I keep my weight quite light on my arms. They're just rotating, inward rotating for the shoulder, equally important, even though we don't want to do it all the time. And 2 more. Exhale, try to rotate. Inhaling, bring the palms back up. And 1 more. Exhaling, rotating. Inhale, back up. And then move one arm up and the other one down. So you're like a sort of walking like an Egyptian walk, that song. Okay, that's it. Like those ancient paintings. Moving, but like a machine. 1 arm down, 1 arm up. Keeping the torso as it is. So the movement is happening in the shoulder joint. Keep the elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. 1 arm up, 1 arm down. Last round, maybe you'll feel you've got a bit more space there. So not forcing, just gently. And then bring the arms back up and then release them out to the side and down. And then let's roll over to one side. Stretch out your lower arm so you have a little pillow. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can also maybe bend the other or take a little book or pillow. And then stretch the legs away from us. So we're balancing on the hip. Again, if that doesn't feel comfortable, maybe use a pillow under your body, and then bringing your hand in front of you for support. If you're feeling quite strong, you can bring it onto your hip, lift up the waistline a little bit so you're not collapsing through the hip. You might lift it here a bit. Good. And let's lift up those legs. So taking a breath, on your exhale, lift up those legs like a mermaid's tail. That's it. And then lowering again. And exhaling, lift. Inhaling to lower. Exhaling to lift, draw belly button into the spine, squeeze the legs together, and exhaling, lift, roll your shoulder down so your neck is long, nice, that's it, and again, lifting, and lowering, last one, 6, lift and hold, here, and then lift just the top leg, lift, and lower, and lift, point the toes, and lower, and 3, and lower, and 4, keep the neck soft on the floor, 5, lower, and 6, and then lower, and then from here, cross the legs, forward and back, little scissors, for another 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and lower both legs down again. From here, starting to bend the bottom leg just a little bit and then straighten out the top leg. And we're going to start to a little forward and backwards kicks. So kicking forward and then, pointing the foot, reach back, little kick, and then flex the foot, kick forward. Avoid the hip swaying, so the hip stays right on top of the lower leg, hip, kicking forward, and point back. 3, kicking forward, and point back. 4, kicking forward, point back. 5, kicking forward, point back. 6, coming back to center, flex the foot. Lift up the leg as high as you can, feeling the activation of the glute. Little pulses. 6, 5, 4. Should be a nice burn. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Good. Coming to a little développé. So straighten out your bottom leg again. We're going to actually start with pointing the toes. Draw the heels together. And then flex your top foot. And then turn it inwards. And then flex your toes so the toes point up. And then turn the foot forward. One more. And flex the toes up. And turn it inwards. Flex the toes out and up. And turn it inwards. Turn the toes out. Point your toes. Bring the toe up towards your knee. Slide the leg up to the ceiling. And then lower back down. Try to avoid the hip falling back, so you want to keep it on top. Second again. Toe reaches up to the inner knee. Lift the leg up and slide it down. Slide the toe up towards the inner knee. Lift and lower down. One more this direction. Slide the toe up. Lift and lower. Other way around. Lift the leg up. Lift. Bend the knee and slide the leg away from you. And again, lift the leg up, bend the knee, slide it down. 2 more, lift the leg up, bend the knee, slide it down. Last one, lift the leg up, bend the knee, and slide it down. And then bend the top leg, give this a little drum. And then from here, just holding with your foot, your ankle. And then lower leg lifts and lowers. Lower leg lifts and lowers. If this isn't comfortable, you can just keep the knee on the floor, lifting up the lower leg and lower. Lift and lower. 2 more. Lift and lower. So our adductors in the leg are active. And then hold it up and then start little pulses. Little pulsing movements for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Release the leg. And then lie on your back and just cross your top leg over your lower leg. Draw the leg towards you and give yourself a little rock. You can also hold underneath your thigh or around your shin. And just stretching that side of the leg out. Massaging the lower back and the glutes, the top of the glutes. And let's come to the other side. So you can either just roll over to your other side. I'll go a little way so you can see. So from your line on your side again. Hand in front of you, or if you're feeling safe and unwobbly, you can bring the hand on your hip, lifting your waistline, point your toes, and let's lift both legs up and lower. Good, that's it, nice balance. Lift and lower, and lift and lower. 3 more. Squeeze the legs up, keep the legs nice and straight. They sometimes bend just a little bit. 5, good, and 1 more. 6, and let's lift the top leg. 1, and I think we just did 4, 2, lower, belly in, 3, shoulders roll down. That's it. And 4, then lower the legs and do the little scissoring movements, so a little crisscross. 1, and 2, and 3, keeping the balance. And 4. Good. Release releasing the lower leg, bend the lower leg just a little, and then our top leg starts to kick forward, flex the foot, 1, and then point back, squeezing the glutes, little pulsation, 2, pressing down the lower leg, inhale, reach back, exhale, kick forward, 3, pointing back, that's it, 4, and squeeze back, and 5, and squeeze back, and 6, and squeeze back. Come back to center, flex the foot, reach the leg nice and high. I'm just going to do 6 lifts. 5, 4, try to keep it really high. 3, and then just a little lowering. 2, and 1. How's that like? Lower it down, bend your knee, and just give it a little drum if it feels like a little cramping. And then stretch the leg out again, point the toes, and then flex the top foot, and then draw the toes forward. And flex the toes up, and then draw the toes forward. 2 more, so you feel that rotation in the hip, and the thigh bone. Turn the toes up and forward, and then turn the toes up, point both your toes, and let's do double left base. Pointing the toes up the leg, the knee reaches up, and then stretch the leg up, and lower the leg. 3 more. The toe travels up to the inside of the knee, lift the leg up, and back down. 2 more. Slide it up the leg, knee points to the ceiling, and lower. Last one, slide it up the leg, lift the leg up. 4, other way around, lift the leg up, squeeze the belly in, bend the knee, slide the leg away. 1, reach up, nice and long in the neck. And 2, slide it up, bend, breathe. And 4, slide down. That's it, good. And then from here, where do we go? Bending the knees. Oh yes, lower leg bends. You can either hold your ankle with your hand, or you can just bend the knee in front of you. And let's have the lower leg lift. 1, and lower. Oh, this one, I'll do this. 1, something's wrong. 2, and lower. Squeeze leg up. Try and keep the leg straight so that you're not bending it. 4, lower, and 5, lower, and 6, hold it there, little pulses, pulsing up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the leg, and then again, keep hold of your ankle, roll onto your back, cross your leg over your left knee, draw the leg in, give yourself a little rock side to side. Feeling the stretch and breathing slowly. And then from here, starting to roll yourself onto, so letting go of the leg first of all, and then just roll yourself over to the side and then come onto your belly. Prone work. Let's start with the legs. Bend your elbows and lay your forehead onto your head. That's it, good. Relax the head. If that's not comfortable, you can also just bring the head on the floor. And then lift up the belly button towards the spine. Press down to your pubic bone and keep your shoulders relaxed so that you're not tensing the shoulders up to your ears. Think of shoulder blades rolling down the back. And then point your toes. Take a breath in. On your exhale, lift up your right leg as high as it goes, and then lower it down on your inhale. And then lift up the left leg. Try to notice if the tension is in the neck, so just keep the neck and shoulders soft, and lower down the leg. Again, lift up the right leg, and inhale, lower the leg down. Exhale, lift up the left leg, breathing out. Inhale, lowering the leg down. 2 more rounds. Reaching the toes away. Pull your belly button in and lower down. Belly engages as you lift the left leg and lowering down. 1 more round. Draw belly in, pointing the toes far away from your leg. Stay straight. And leg lowers down. And then the left leg, lengthen it away through the toes, belly in and lower down. Let's try both legs. You can bring the legs together and lifting both legs off the floor and lowering them down. 3 more, lifting both legs off the floor and lowering down. 2 more, legs lift, keep the legs straight and down. 1 more, legs lift and lowering down. Reach your arms forward so you're in a V shape and then open your legs wide and your arms wide like an X. That's it, good. And then take a breath in, again same starting position. And on your exhale lift up right arm and left leg. You can lift the head or keep the head down and then lower down. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Arms lift and lower down. Breathing in as you exhale, arm and leg lift. And as you inhale, lower down. Exhaling, stretch through the fingers, stretch through your toes. And down, 1 more round. Lifting arm and leg, reach far away and lower. Last one, lift and lower. And then bring the legs again together. Keep the arms forward. And let's take a breath in. And then exhaling, pull the belly in. On your next inhale, lift up arms and legs. And let's start to paddle. So arms and legs start to paddle into swimming. Nice and long through the fingertips. Paddle, 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 paddle. If it's hard to just lift the arms, you can just do the legs or just the arms. Do it for another 6 and 5 and 4. That's it. Keep going. 3. Well done. 2 and 1. Release. Little wriggles through the spine. And then let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Shoulders and elbows pointing backwards. And then slide your chest forward. Lift up the heart. And on your exhale, rolling back down. Each time you lift, think of opening the heart a little bit more forward. And exhale, rolling down. If you're feeling already comfortable, keep long on the toes. You might want to start to reach a little higher. And then rolling down. That's it, well done. Maybe your arms even start to straighten. If you're ready, but take it slowly. Let's do 3 more. Feel that you're curling the spine backwards. Working into our back bend, so into extending the heart forward. Really good for a healthy spine. And last one, lifting up. And rolling down. And then from here, bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and just let one cheek rest on the side. So you're looking, let's look to the right. Arms are interlaced behind your back, or you can hold your elbows. Good. And then from here, you're just going to bend your knees, point your feet, point, and then kick the heels to your butt. And as you stretch your legs, lift your chest and reach your arms back. And then turn your head to the other side, so to your left side, and again point the toes towards the ceiling and then flex the feet towards your buttocks. And as you straighten the legs, lift the chest. And then again, over to the side, bend the knees, so it's quite quick, and straighten. Exhaling, bend the knees, flex and point, and straighten. Or point and flex, whatever feels better. Flex, point, and straighten. Looking to the other side, point, flex, and straighten. And again, point, flex, and straighten. So you're working your back muscles. Can be quite fast. Point, flex. I want when You get into this rhythm. Point, flex, point, flex. Let's do 2 more. So one each side. Point, flex. That's it. Good. And point, flex. Reaching the arms back. And then release down. God, release the arms. Well done. Give your hips a little shake. And then bring the hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes under. And then push the floor away. Bring the hips back. Come into a tabletop position. And from here, just take a little circling through the hips. Moving a little through the hip joints, which we worked on today quite a lot. So hip rotations, external, internal rotations, and then change the direction. And then coming back to a tabletop position. And then just reaching your right arm up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, sliding the arms through the gap. Bring the cheek on the floor, and you can either lengthen your left arm in front of you, over the head, stretch it to the sky. Maybe you want to place it on the lower back or behind you. Just take a little stretch here. And let's come back to your tabletop, placing the hand in front of your face. Come to the tabletop, and then other side, lift up your left arm. Little twist, and exhaling, slide through the gap. Bring your cheek to the floor. Arm can reach forward or above your head or behind. And then bring the hands back in front of you. Hands underneath the shoulders. And back to the tabletop position. Let's just stretch out through the arms. So walk your hands forward. Keep your hips over your knees as far as they'll go. And then just let the forehand come to the floor. If this is not comfortable, you can also bend one elbow and just do one at a time. So again, it's a nice stretch for the middle back and the shoulders. Try to keep the arms straight and reach the hands away from your shoulders and your hips, so as if you're lengthening the hips back and the arms are lengthening forward. And then walking your hands back towards you. Relax the chin to the chest for a moment, let the head shake out. And then tuck the toes, push the hands in the floor and lift the hips up. Pressing the arms into the floor and then paddle out through your heels. Little stretch for the hamstring. Oh, I'm slipping on that. And then walking your hands and feet together. You can bend your knees slightly. Draw the belly button in. Let your head again soften. Maybe shake it out, yes and no. And then from here, rolling yourself up when you're ready. Pressing into your heels. Coming back up to standing. And turning to a Z if you like. Bring your feet again underneath your hips. And then take a breath and reach your arms up. Stretch nice and high. And then hold your left wrist with your right hand. And just lean over to the side for a moment. Take another breath in. On your exhale, lift back up. Other side, hold your right wrist. And lean over to the side. Breathe in. And exhale, coming back up. Bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, or hold your elbows, lift the heart up. And one more time, drawing the chest forward. Try to keep the chest nice and open so you're rounding the back. Or just hold your elbows if you feel that you can't hold the hands. And then push the floor away, breathing in, lead with the heart to come back up. Then bring the hands back onto your head and lean up, try to lengthen through the crown. And then releasing the arms out to the side. Let's take just another deep breath in, reaching the arms out to the side and up. And on your exhale, just scoop the belly in and slide it back. Inhale, come back up. Stretching, exhale out. Inhale up, pull the navel in, reach through the fingertips. Exhale back. And one more, inhale up and lengthen. Exhale, slide it back. And lift the arms up nice and high, stretch out. And then bring the hands together in front of your heart. Bring them back. Close your eyes. And then just let the arms hang by your side. Feel where your weight is. See if you can shift it again so that it's even in the back and the heels and the balls of the feet. Let your shoulder blades again hang down the back. Feel the back long and strong and straight. Take nice and slow breath through the nose. And then blinking your eyes open. I thank you so much for coming to class. And just to get the energy one more time up, breathe in, lift the arms up. And out to the side. And then lift your shoulders up. And then drop them. And lift the shoulders up. And drop. Lift the shoulders up. And drop. There we go. We're done. Thank you so much.